Hi, this is Steven from Just Got Played, and today I want to show you this handmade prototype of Motor City that I received. And so how did I get that? Well, I got it from the Kickstarter. So you can see here, it's a strategic engine building roll and write game, 1 to 4 players, 45 minutes. And, we're going to have prototype content in here. But if you look, there were expansions that were part of the Kickstarter. I don't know if they're in this prototype. You can see there were a bunch of unlocked stretch goals for fancier components. So anyway, again, what I'm going to be showing you here is a prototype, but I'm pretty excited about it. And if you'd like to see me play a game of this live, I could live stream it. You just have to let me know in the comments. All right, so what do we got here? All right, so we've got... yeah, they signed it. Isn't that nice? All right, so we got a bunch of dice. All right, so let's have a look here. We got dice and cubes. So the different colors of the dice matter. I'll show you why that is when I pull out one of the components. And this one as well, the auditor die. And then, I don't know if this is the first player marker with the car. They're going to have a muscle car one, but this is kind of a cool one to have here. And I'm not sure what those cubes are for. Maybe that's for one of the expansions. I don't know. All right, so there is a solo reference. So again, if you want to see me live stream a solo version of this game, I will do so. What else have we got in here? Got probably the rule book. That looks a lot like a Chevelle, but the headlights aren't right. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe just an artistic interpretation of late 60s muscle cars. All right, so introduction, components, setup, overview, how the planning phase works. This is interesting because it is a roll and write, but there is dice drafting, which is why this is only, say, a 1 to 4 player game, whereas a lot of, roll and writes or flip and writes or whatever, you can see go up to 99 players or whatever. So industry, audit phase, into the game, actions, upgrades. There's a lot going on here for a roll and write. And then solo mode again there. Okay, cool. All right, so we've got a bunch of boards here. Get everything else out of the box. We got the player, I don't know if you call them boards or cards or whatever, but I wanted to skip to this first. Okay, so this is the sort of action board, right? So depending on how many players you have, you're going to roll these dice out, and these dice are going to go on the spaces, and they're color-coded, right? So if I rolled a gray 2, it would go there, and then, white go here and blue here, and a red just sort of locks that action out for a round, the auditor die. But yeah, so all the dice go on there, and you take turns drafting dice off here, and then whatever dice are left, there are actions for everybody as well. So there's all this different stuff that you can get. Right? When you take a die, you get whatever was under the die, but then also you do the action for the column that die was in. So some interesting decisions to make there. And so that's why that's sort of a central board. And then these are the player boards, and these are single-sided because you have one of each. All right, so you have them like this. And these, show the different actions you have here. You've got the, you can do things to increase your speedometer, which gives you points every round. And here's where you track your score at the end of the game. And, you track your money here. So you circle, you sort of fill in the outline of the circle if you get money, and then you fill it in when you spend it. So you can see how much money you've earned and how much you've spent. And, when you get these markers to certain places, you get bonuses. The service department tells you how you can, ignore the auditor die or get a new car for your test track, or, upgrade one of your actions. So the test track here, you have to have a car for each one of these test tracks, and then you move it around here and you get these bonuses here. And this is one of those games where you can't do everything. So you got to be strategic about what you're going to do. Over here, you've got engineering. So you get an engineer, and then you move on with these engineering tracks and get bonuses as you do that. Same with production. This, you can decide sort of which way you want to go, how you want to sort of puzzle your way through this to get the bonuses you want. Research as well can unlock stuff. And then up here, when you take a die, off that board that you've drafted. You put it here and you get to do an action, and you can, these here, they start at 1. So if you put a die there and do production, you get to do it 1 time. But if you've leveled that up, you could do it, 2 or 3 times. So I'm really excited about the theme here. I think the theme is what sold me on this game more than anything. Not a huge fan of roll and writes, but this one looked sort of thinky and puzzly to me. And then, like I said, again, I love the theme. So anyway, sort of a unboxing of the prototype I got from the Kickstarter and a little description of how the game works. Again, if you want to see me do a live stream of it, click on the link below to join our Discord channel, and you can talk to us there, or you can just put a comment in the YouTube video here. Let me know if you want to see a live solo play of Motor City from Motor City Gameworks. All right. Thanks, everybody.